Coming up next on CBS 8 at 6:30, from bad to worse. Parents are struggling to find childcare options for their children, but now the city has a new plan to help.
It's another pandemic problem. People have stopped donating blood, and now we're seeing a critical shortage. The blood banks call for help.
And a birthday party 104 years in the making. We'll take you to the special celebration for an Oceanside woman, made even better thanks to TikTok. The news starts right now.
This is News 8 at 6:30.
Local COVID-19 hospitalizations take a slight turn in the right direction. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm LaMonica Peters.
And I'm Steve Price. As of today, the county's COVID-related hospitalization numbers stand at 1,206. That's down 17 from the last count.
It's not the same story across the country, though. COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are all still rising. While the overall number of Omicron cases may be moving toward a peak, those numbers vary significantly in different parts of the country. San Diego County reported 9,878 new COVID infections as of Friday. Affordable daycare has been really hard to find in San Diego, and now city officials are looking for new ways to help the crisis. They plan on turning dozens of city buildings into child care facilities. One of those buildings is the downtown San Diego Central Library. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen has more on the plan.
Childcare has become an enormous issue ever since the pandemic started, and now the city may make the San Diego Library, one of the many buildings in the area, a potential childcare center.
It's a big enough problem where we call it a crisis.
The child care crisis has so many parents scrambling.
A 90% deficit of infant and toddler care.
Companies are bracing for more supply chain disruptions as China imposes sweeping lockdowns because of the Omicron variant. China is home to about a third of global manufacturing. Manufacturers are worried about another round of shutdowns at Chinese factories and ports. These disruptions come as companies across the nation and here in San Diego struggle with rising shipping prices, along with extended delivery times and worker shortages.
Tell you what, they are seeing some terrible weather around the country. Here in San Diego, not so much. Slightly warmer temperatures across the region. The big question, will it be nice again for the holiday tomorrow?
All right, we'll find out. Meteorologist Sean Stiles is here with a first look at your microclimate forecast. San Diegans could start to see the effects of the nation's ongoing blood shortage. Our local blood banks are running low, and that means some people in need of surgery could be forced to wait. CBS 8's Regina An spoke with the San Diego Blood Bank's Community Relations Director about the dire need to get people out and donating.
The country is facing a critical blood shortage. Blood banks across the U.S. are seeing levels they haven't seen in decades, and that applies to us right here in San Diego.
I have been at the San Diego Blood Bank for 17 years, and I've not seen levels this low in all that time.
From limited staff to blood drive cancellations and, of course...
You know, Steve, I think the pandemic is really exacerbating this situation. There was always a shortage with blood, but now it seems to be a lot worse.
Not only are people sick, but they don't want to leave their homes and be inside around other people, so you can understand why this problem is getting worse. But for somebody who's been there for 17 years to say it's the worst she's ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's
pretty bad. Well, hopefully it'll get better and people will start donating again. All right. San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria is putting the heat on Republic Services. He shares his thoughts on the ongoing sanitation strike.
Plus, hundreds of San Diegans made their way out to Santee Lakes with fishing rods in hand. They're taking advantage of the restocked waters.
And a woman in Oceanside turns 104 today. We'll show you the festivities her community planned to make her day truly special.